Did you know that on average, we spend 2.5 hours a day scrolling through social media? That's a lot of time, and it can have a serious impact on our mental health and well-being. In this video, we'll discuss how mindless scrolling on social media affects our brain and provide tips on how to break this habit. Also, did you know that social media platforms are specifically designed to keep you engaged for as long as possible? They use algorithms that show you content that is most likely to keep you scrolling. This can lead to a sense of addiction and a compulsion to check your phone constantly. Moreover, every time you interact with social media, it releases dopamine in your brain, the same chemical that makes you feel good when you eat chocolate or fall in love. However, this pleasure is short-lived, and the more you engage, the more desensitized your brain becomes to the dopamine. The rise of social media has revolutionized the way we communicate, consume information, and connect with others. The convenience of accessing social media from anywhere, at any time, has made it an integral part of our daily lives. However, many people find themselves mindlessly scrolling through their social media feeds for hours, without realizing the negative impact it has on their mental health and well-being. Every time we receive a like, comment, or notification, our brain releases a small amount of dopamine, making us feel good and encouraging us to keep engaging with the platform. This means that we need more and more engagement to experience the same level of pleasure, leading to a compulsive need to check our phones constantly. This behavior can lead to a sense of addiction, affecting our mental health and well-being. In addition, excessive social media use has been linked to a range of mental health problems, including anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and poor sleep quality. Research has shown that social media use can lead to feelings of social isolation, FOMO, fear of missing out, and social comparison, where users compare their lives to the curated and often unrealistic highlight reels of others. While social media can be a useful tool for communication, networking, and staying informed, it is essential to be aware of its negative impact on our mental health and well-being. To minimize the negative effects of social media, it is important to set boundaries and limit our usage, be mindful of our online behavior, and take breaks from social media regularly. Opening a social media app can be like opening a portal to an alternate universe. A world full of fascinating content, viral memes, and endless updates from your friends and family. But as appealing as it may seem, mindlessly scrolling on social media can have many negative effects on your brain and well-being. One of the most significant impacts of social media is the feeling of loneliness it can create. Seeing other people's seemingly perfect lives on social media can make us feel like we're missing out on something. This can lead to anxiety and depression, making it difficult to connect with others in real life. Social media platforms are designed to be addictive, keeping us scrolling for as long as possible. As we scroll through our feeds, we see pictures and updates from our friends and family, showing us all the exciting things they are doing. This can make us feel like we're not doing enough, leading to a constant sense of anxiety and pressure to keep up. In addition to negative emotional effects, social media can also affect our attention span and productivity. Scrolling through social media can be a way to distract ourselves from the work we should be doing, leading to procrastination and decreased productivity. Studies have found that social media use can reduce our ability to focus, making it harder to complete tasks and achieve our goals. So, why does this happen? One reason is the constant stream of information we are exposed to on social media. Our brains are not designed to handle such an overwhelming amount of information, leading to cognitive overload and decreased ability to focus. Additionally, the fast-paced nature of social media can create a sense of urgency, making it harder to resist the temptation to check our feeds. In conclusion, social media can have a significant impact on our mental health and well-being. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and FOMO, as well as decreased attention span and productivity. Understanding the science behind these effects can help us make more informed decisions about our social media use and take steps to protect our well-being. So the next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling on social media, take a moment to think about how it's affecting you and whether there are more fulfilling ways to spend your time. There have been several studies on the impact of excessive social media use on human well-being. Some of the notable findings include A study conducted by researchers at the University of Pennsylvania found that limiting social media use to 30 minutes per day led to significant reductions in anxiety, depression, loneliness, and fear of missing out, FOMO. Researchers randomly assigned 143 undergraduate students to either limit their social media usage to 30 minutes per day or to use social media as usual for 3 weeks. The students who limited their social media use showed significant reductions in anxiety, depression, loneliness, and FOMO compared to the control group. The study suggests that limiting social media use can lead to improvements in mental health and well-being. A study conducted by researchers at the University of Michigan found that social media use is associated with decreased life satisfaction and increased depressive symptoms. The researchers surveyed 1,787 participants about their social media use and assessed their levels of life satisfaction and depressive symptoms. The study found that the more time participants spent on social media, the lower their life satisfaction and the higher their depressive symptoms. These studies suggest that excessive social media use can have a negative impact on human well-being, and that limiting social media use can lead to improvements in mental health. Here are some practical tips for you to explore. These can help you break free from the endless cycle of social media addiction. One of the most effective ways to control your social media usage is to set limits. You can do this by setting a time limit for social media use and sticking to it. There are also apps available that can track your usage and alert you when you've reached your limit. By setting boundaries, you can become more mindful of how much time you're spending on social media and take control of your usage. Another way to reduce the negative impact of social media is to unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself or cause you to compare yourself to others. Instead, focus on following accounts that inspire and uplift you. This can help shift your perspective and make your social media experience more positive. Practicing mindfulness can also be helpful in reducing mindless scrolling. Being present in the moment and engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment can help reduce your reliance on social media. Activities like reading, spending time outdoors, or practicing a hobby can be great alternatives to social media. Creating healthy habits is another way to break the social media addiction cycle. Replace social media with positive habits like exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. By creating healthy habits, you can replace the negative effects of social media with positive ones. Finally, don't be afraid to seek support if you're struggling to break the social media habit. Talk to friends, family, or a professional if you need help. You don't have to do this alone, and there are resources available to help you. In conclusion, mindlessly scrolling on social media can have a serious impact on our mental health and well-being. Remember to set limits, unfollow negative accounts, practice mindfulness, create healthy habits, and seek support. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips and inspiration.